definitely gonna end up hitting that truck. Oh, I knew it. Yeah, I did hit the truck, and I hit the truck behind it. Oh, gee. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today in American Truck Simulator, we are going to be trying out the update 1.52, but specifically the Driving Academy here. Those who don't know and are wondering what is Driving Academy, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is actually a driving school that they have created in the game here, which I absolutely love. It gives a nice little level of immersion to it. And what's funny is it's pretty realistic. You get this nice little disclaimer here: Driving Academy is not intended to replace in-cab training, and you should seek accredited truck training before you operate a truck in real life, which is hilarious. I have kind of started it already. There is a lot to it. Now, as you can see, it does start with truck driving basics, truck driving proficiency, and then you have coming soon. So I'm sure they're going to update it to things in the future. But starting right off in the basics. Now, you have all your boring stuff that is important, but I'm obviously not going to show you guys. You have things like adjusting your steering wheel, seats, what have you, how to turn on your windshields. And then it goes down into chapter 2, which actually starts driving. I'll be first to admit it is harder than what it looks like. Even just parallel parking here, that one was the hardest. That one's pretty hard, but it's actually pretty intuitive and pretty fun to do. Now, again, I'm not going to bore you guys with easy stuff. We're going to try out the hard stuff. I do want you guys to comment below whether or not you want to watch me do a series where I go through every one of these tests. We'll probably leave these out of it, but every one of these driving tests. If you guys would enjoy that, I would love to do it for you. Now, I am going to do something a little bit harder. As you can see, as you go down the chapters, they do get harder. And this one right here, these two are the two things that I know for a fact I really struggle with. The diagonal parking in reverse and the blind side reversing are the two things that I struggle with a lot. Even sticking my head out the window, it's hard to gauge the depth. So I'm going to show you guys this, and we're going to test it out. Now, what's funny is if you do try to jump through and skip to the end or skip to some harder ones, it does tell you which one of these you should do to help you prepare for this one. But we're going to go ahead and skip that and jump straight to this. Now, I have a question. Those of you that drive trucks in real life, I want to know how realistic this is that real life truck driving academy. Now, I understand this is a game. It's not intended to be 100% accurate, but after doing a couple of these already, it does feel really accurate. I would love to know how realistic it is. Now, one thing I do love about this, if you look down at the very bottom, it does give you instructions on how to do it, as well as you can watch it. I am a visual learner myself, so I absolutely love that. You can kind of watch what it ends up doing. This is something I absolutely struggle with doing in the game. Something about I just can't gauge my depth. So we're going to give this a try anyway. So first, let's get our truck started up. Release the brakes. And let's go ahead. Take a look at our mirrors. And we're going to start reversing. Before we even start reversing, I'm going to walk down here and see exactly where is it that I am backing. As you can see, it's not these. They have cones in it. That does give the illusion. It actually adds a little bit more of difficulty to it because you're going to see a couple of these spots with cones in the mirror, and you're going to think that's where you're supposed to park, but it's not. And this does change every time you do this. The spot will be a little bit different. So you may park way up there by that gray truck, or you may park way back here like me right here. You can see the very end. So I got to remember to back all the way down past the Western Star there and park right here next to this blue truck, almost the very end. Let's release our brakes, put it in reverse, and I am gonna just kind of cheat a little bit and peek out my window, and for some reason my steering wheel is already turned, so I'm gonna try and keep her on the slower slide for us because there's no need to really break any speed limits or speed records here. Now, one of the instructions did say back it and get it as close to the other truck as you can, and then crank hard, which that right there is looking like a good angle. Now, I will say this is harder than it looks, at least to me. I am using a full simulator setup. I have a button box, an 18-speed shifter, force feedback steering wheel, and everything. So it might be easier on a controller. It might be easier on a keyboard. And as you can see, that looks like I'm going okay, but I'm definitely going to end up hitting that truck back there. Put it in stop, and oh yeah, I am like inches away from hitting that truck. Now, I should have told you guys, if you do hit the trucks or anything, you actually do automatically fail the test. So I'm going to pull this baby up right here, and we're going to kind of give her more of an angle than what it really allowed us to. Very challenging, but adds a nice little level of difficulty. Swirl the clutch, not hit that blue truck there. See, to me, that looks like that's going to hit the blue truck, but it said getting close to it. Yeah, I did hit the truck. I set the alarm off. I just clipped it. Let's see if I can keep going before it makes me cancel. I mean, yeah, and I hit the truck behind it. Oh, gee. All right, let's restart this. Yeah, the other thing I am also trying to do, obviously, is back it all the way up in first person. Now, if you look, now that I've restarted it, there is a totally different parking spot. It's not all the way down at the end. It's literally just right here. So we're going to try and get close to that black truck there without hitting it. I'm going to end up hitting it again, probably. This is a lot harder than it looks, at least to me it is. Now, at no point did I say I'm an expert at playing this. I just really, really enjoy playing it. Oh, that's so close. I'm bringing hard. I can't even tell what the back of the truck is doing. Oh, I'm going to hit that other. Oh, I knew it. So anyways, they do get harder as you go on, and you do end up having to take a final exam down here. You have 2 different final exams. So I'm looking forward to playing through these and kind of perfecting my driving skills. At no point did I say I was an expert at it. As you guys already know, I just really enjoy playing this game. But as I said, I would really love to know how realistic this game is to real life driving academy. So if you guys have taken any kind of driving school or driving class or gotten your CDL at all, please comment below. How accurate is this? Is this things that you actually do in the game or do in the school? I'm very intrigued by it. I've got to say, you guys are wanting to know what my opinion is on this driving academy that SES started. I've got to say, I absolutely love it. This is 10 out of 10, another level of immersion, just a nice little challenge to do. If you're kind of bored with just simply playing the normal hauling this load, hauling that cargo, doing this special transport, this is a whole nother level of challenge to it. I really dig it. It definitely changes up the pace. Instead of blasting through traffic, now you have to try and get through these. It's pretty particular too, I will tell you. If there's a certain box that you have to back in, just like that right there, like you can see he's backing in the box of cones, you do have to get it within a very tight requirement. Otherwise it does fail you and you have to start it all back over. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun to do. I am planning on doing more of these, so you guys are gonna have to comment below if you want to see me do like maybe a live stream of it and absolutely fail. Do you want to see me just make several videos of me playing through the driving academy? You guys are gonna have to comment below and let me know what you want to see. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and as always guys, thank y'all for watching.